How's it going, y'all? It's Jeff, and here we go with Oshinoko, and it feels like, I don't know, maybe this is just a different genre, but it just feels like the season's been kind of slow to me, even in comparison to the first. But that being said, it was pretty pleasant to see Akibo be such a savage last episode, and I feel like this series, you know, during the whole review reaction thing, I feel like this series hits even harder as a content creator, because you get to, like, I don't know, see Goa, if I'm saying that correctly, the script, you know, the script adapter, Goa, really get to see him put his like heart and soul into something, and then you see, you know, the one person, well, not the main person that matters to be like, hey, your work sucks. And that just, I feel like that's a hill that a lot of people pursue. Any creative field are gonna have to, you know, overcome at some point, I feel. So with that said, it seems like this episode hopefully gives us some more like Aqua and Akane goodness, because like I just love, there are few things better to cringe at than seeing Aqua's awkward self. So yeah, with that said, let's get into it. Playboy? Does that mean there what that is here? They're like, we're gonna grab their attention right from the jump. And how Ruby's trying to be an entertainer. Where is this episode going? Someone who doesn't do anything. I feel like I just remember her as like having lizard eyes. She's gonna leak those DMs. If they really want clout, she's got to leak those DMs. Nanami? That name isn't trademarked. Ruby's like, I don't have the discography for this. I'm left out. Oh my gosh, that was a trip. I kind of forget how old Ruby is in comparison to Aqua. I'm pretty sure, are they twins, right? I don't know why, but Ruby just seems so much more childish, but I love it. I really miss the trio, actually, between Ruby, Akane, and Kana. Oh. Okay, so is this our date episode? They're at the play, right? Trying to get some inspiration. Actually, the first play they put on in the first episode, that was pretty peak. So let's see what we're cooking with. It's honestly really kind of nice to see the theater getting some screen time. Like, that's really cool. Like, they're making theater look awesome. That's a feat, man. Taking note of how starstruck Aqua looked. Smash Heaven. Wow. This show's so good with colors, even the ice cubes. Oh my gosh, Aqua praising something? Did hell just freeze over? It is actually pretty dope, like how many different types of theaters there have been throughout history. Like amphitheater, that's the only one I remember right now. But they're like theater designs, like architecture is so amazing, and I'm glad to see Aqua has an eye for it. Okay, we got to see all 30 seconds of it. Wow, Aqua is like really, this is a great review. Well, now they're making me wish that we got to see more of it. What? The look of a girl who's been proven right. Ha! It's like the Pantages, the place that did the theater in LA that didn't hire me. What's this guy about? He looks like a punk. It's like, I just came here to stare at people. Is it socially acceptable to go up to someone and be like, I was people watching you very, very intensely? I mean, those are ice cubes, aren't they? I mean, that's not the important thing here. He chokes. Man, he seemed like he kind of was making his peace with it last episode, Goa, but he's down. Oh, so he's saying Akibo doesn't know what she's talking about? That's crazy, because the amount of confidence that Akibo had in herself last episode made me think that she could take on anything, but I feel inclined to trust Aqua, and maybe that's just because of how matter-of-fact he said all that. Now Aqua chokes. They both just choke up talking about the theater. You gotta love how serious they take this. Y'all need to change.org or something. I feel like they're gonna get Goa back on. I mean, it seems like they're gonna disappoint the entire cast if they don't. So I don't know, sometimes, I mean, that really just might not mean anything to Akibo. And it really might not, but it seems like that's the direction we're heading in. Aqua talking about clear communication. As short as he typically is with people. Although he's really comfortable with Akane, it seems, so... Oh, that's so cute. The enthusiasm. She's like, anyways. Oh wow. I've actually never really sat down to see how storyboard and all that stuff is created, so kind of love to see that. Who's that face? Oh, they're just not interested in him. That guy's got a lot of guts to just show up where he's not wanted. She's like, I didn't need anyone else to drink with me. I got this. I'll toast to that. Okay, I dub viewers win because I cannot read two conversations at once. Whatever just happened there. Seems something about alcoholism. Alright, so is he saying that Akibo's gotten too big for her britches? Oh, and how easily this field can become a hive mind? Okay. Oh, they're trying to win her favor. They didn't bring any, gift baskets? No edible arrangements? They're, really preaching to this one. Make every manga seasonal. I feel like the only thing that is I feel like feels like it's missing for me from this season is that there's just so much sitting and talking. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the first one. I hate to keep harping on it, but I just feel like the first one was so active that it just feels so lax. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. This is her way, Akibo's way of expressing herself. Seems like she's still pretty socially awkward though, so I guess that's why these are so good. Because she has a lot of expression. I wonder if she's bitter about that. Oh, here. Okay, I already read it. Dang. So Oda's editors just got a whip, and they're just. That's why he's been doing it for so long. So the editor's job is really just to be cracking the whip on their authors. That one kind of was so conceited in the first season. I feel like she's not even gonna try and reason with her. I mean, she might, but I feel like it's gonna be talking to a brick wall. Okay. She seems so intimidated by her. Akibo's been holding a grudge. He's been waiting to air this out, honestly. Wow. Dang, that's probably true, honestly. like a clash of ideals almost, but... Dang. So what is, like, the solution here? I mean, I like Akibo a lot, but it's almost like... I almost want Love Today to flop now because of her, just so... She's making me root against her. She's being honest about it. I'd be bitter too. That was so wholesome. Okay, so is that before they had this conversation? She had this conversation with Akibo before this happened? I mean, it looks like this is period. It looks like, unfortunately, Goa is just off of this. Okay. Yeah, they're all folding. I don't know what Aqua's handing her, but it has, like, trump card energy. It's money. He's gonna bribe her. Okay, I feel like she's always so hectic. Oh dang. It's gonna be like, I feel like that is sin in this industry. I feel like that's kind of exactly what's going on with Togashi, Hunter x Hunter author. God bless his soul, and having to have people step in and draw for him. His vision, strongly influenced by others, and that's what Akibo was trying to avoid. Yeah, I'm about to sacrifice my sleep, and she doesn't even have a full-time job. Akibo, I guess this is her full-time job. Man, everyone is just ready to hop off Akane's bridge this episode. She's such a real one. She is not gonna let, even if she disagrees with her, even if she's hurt, she's not gonna let Akibo flop, and I love that. She's like helping her competition, who's already surpassed her, so I guess it's not even competition anymore. She doesn't consider herself a big shot. Does every big mangaka have an assistant, I wonder? Oh, you know Akibo be micromanaging. Is it the time to have this heart-to-heart where Akibo was like nearly about to drop dead? Having a friend that like tells you the hard stuff. Oh man. You knew. That's what I'm saying. Like, you knew she was about to crack, and she kept hitting her. Like, it felt like a bit of a forced, I don't know. With the if you're like sleep deprived and you have all this pressure, no. They're both airing each other out right now. She really said that and then went right back to helping Akibo out. They really are. They're like locked in. See, this is honestly what happens when you don't air out your problems, like when they happen, when they're relevant. Because I feel like this has been budding. This has been like bottling up for however long they've known each other. I think she compromised her vision. See, if they're really actually good friends, they will have this battle and then they'll just shrug it off. But if they fall over this, that would be crazy. Boy, did that I feel like I'm watching like the world's greatest marital spat unfold. So she's like, I'm learning from your mistakes, Sensei. I almost wish we had spent a little bit more time with these characters before watching this explosion. I feel like I'm watching two strangers just unload on each other. Strangers to me, at least. Oh, but then she's really breaking down. Oh. See, yeah, that's best friend behavior right there. They just shrugged it right on off. They honestly captured... I feel like they honestly captured true, like, not to be cliche, but like true friendship so well. Because if I honestly, some people I guess don't like to hear it. Like some people can't handle criticism. And this was a bit more than criticism. This was like coming for like throats almost. But if I didn't have friends in my life that would just sit me down and be like, you were being an idiot right now, or tell me the things in my life that I could improve on, like those are the people that I want close to my side. And so, because I feel like if you don't air each other out every once in a while, then it's gonna build up just like this. So that was an all-nighter, wasn't it? So this whole episode felt cinematic, though. God, that energy was so high. That was just so that was so cathartic even to watch. She's still her mentor. Guys, I like how they had like a grass is greener kind of thing. Like Abiko admires her socialness. And she admires Akibo's work. Like, it's just beautiful. Oh. Akibo felt like she disrespected her work. Her eyes look so big and... Oh, she was a fan. She's a fan of both the work and the author, and she just felt like all that got just tarnished. That's why she's so passionate, and she didn't want to repeat that same mistake. Man. I don't know how the characters in this series are so exaggerated, and yet they feel so lifelike at the same time. Like, that's really stellar writing, Oshinoko. Oh, okay. Smart, Aqua. Be like, look what Goa can do. You can trust him. That's really clever. Okay, hopefully we get to actually see this play next episode. That'd be dope. Yeah, I definitely feel like cathartic is the word for this episode. I felt like this came a little bit out of nowhere. Like, it felt like the build-up for this all happened in like the 5 minutes that it happened. And I mean, you know, I guess, you know, sometimes it really just happened like that in real life. Like if you just catch someone at the right or wrong moment and just sparks start to fly. So I definitely can see how that's a possibility. And it's just really interesting to see Akibo be such a perfectionist, and to know like that, and to get to see like the reasoning and the background behind that, and that it doesn't necessarily come from a selfish place, but it comes from a place of, well, kind of selfishness, but justified selfishness, but also a place of admiration and seeing like what works that she's really that have impacted her. Like it's like, it genuinely is like watching like a really bad dub, like, you know, from Akibo's perspective, like it's just watching a bad dub, just like take a show, like a series you love, and just like trash it. So I definitely can understand her from that perspective. So yeah, with that said, I feel like hopefully we get some more like, you know, I guess quote unquote action, because there's just been so much even exposition, it feels like. So maybe that's what the season wants to do. But yeah, I could definitely go for a pick me up next episode. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Until then.